Dave, it's one of those things we've said all year, it's not for the lack of effort. Proud of the boys time and time again, but that's one of those games there we have to say proud of the effort. Put it up to one of the teams that are fighting at the top end of the Premier Division. Lowly ninth in the First Division, expected nothing out of the game and come in and put out a performance like that there, only to, kind of have it cruelly taken from us at the very end. What can be said after it?
I think you're right, Nigel. I think you've hit the nail on the head. We're absolutely proud of the group. We're down to the bare bones again. We've lost 5 players with injury. We've lost 2 players on the loan with Dahi and Ellis through injury who've gone back to their parent clubs. But look, we've worked all week. We've watched St. Pat's over the last 4 or 5 weeks. We've done all our detail, all our homework on them. And the lads throughout the week in training have implemented the game plan on how we thought we could win the game of football tonight and maybe get us into the semi-final. Unfortunately, I'm not going to say too much because I'd only probably get myself into trouble. It's never a throw-in on the winning goal for them. It's blatantly clear. It comes off their player. Their staff have told me the same. Their players have told me the same. But it's little consolation, Nigel. It doesn't matter because we've lost the game 2-1 and Pats have gone into the semi-final. But overall, the players, the staff and the fans again, absolutely outstanding. And I hope they've seen tonight as well that when we do turn up and we do work our socks off, there is a group of players that really love playing for Finn Harps Football Club.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it. I suppose there's been frustration for the home support, home and away. It's been a very, very tough season for us on the pitch. But it goes to show that there is something in this squad. There is something, and they do fight, and it is there. It's just getting them out of them.
But Nigel, I think if you look at it as well, we've been a team, and I don't make excuses. It hasn't been good enough. We know that, but it's a brand new team. We're not in the same financial position as what we were last year. And I'll make no bones about that, and I've no problem saying that. And I think the majority of people understand where we are as a club, where it's a complete rebuild, myself and Darren are trying to create a culture, we're trying to implement foundations and professionalism on and off the pitch. And again, we've a group of players this year who probably 85-90% of them have never played senior football, and we knew that. So is the games that we could have won instead of drawing? Absolutely. We probably should be 10 or 12 points further up the table. But again, we know where our faults lie. We know that the end product in the final third is just not there because we don't have the funds to go and get a goal scorer who can get you 15, 20 goals like other teams do. Again, not an excuse, because the challenge for me and Darren is we get players who want to be here and we coach them and we try and make them better, which is what we do. So again, it's disappointing, but on the plus side, there's not just things going on the pitch, there's things going on off the pitch in a positive way, and that ain't going to change. It's a complete transition year, but again, I'll say it consistently, and I think I've said it from day one, these fans are crying out for success, and I know for a fact that you can see it tonight, they can see it again. There's a bond with the players. That's not been there. It's there now. And it's down to myself and Darren to keep driving it home, keep coaching the players that we've got to make them better. But again, just showing people that we care. We don't just care about being here. We don't just care about coming here and taking a wage, and because we don't have that type of, like I said, financial gains anymore. What we do have is a group of players who have been punished. They've gave away soft goals, they've missed chances, but that's part of learning a football, Nigel, and we won't shy away from supporting them, encouraging them and putting it right as we move into the last part of the season.
Yeah, I think it's another thing you did touch on there is, the final third, and probably a few missed chances in that final third, especially in the first half tonight, and could have been a different story. Yeah,
and look, again, we do our due diligence on the opposition. Look, let's make no mistakes here. They're third in the Premier League. They can go and win the double now. They've got a chance to still win the league. They're in the semi-final of the cup now, again, at our expense. But look, we're creating. If we were sitting here now and saying we weren't creating chances, we weren't getting opportunities against one of the top teams in the country, we'd be disappointed. Now, if you break that down and go back to the first part of the season, we were not creating too much in open play. So again, it's the process, it's coaching it, it's learning it, it's developing it. But I think you can see, we've been punished at one end by conceding silly goals with basic mistakes, and we've just not put away the creative and clear-cut chances we've had. at the top end of the pitch. So again, we're under no illusions. We know we go through the games, we show the players where they can improve and what needs to be put right. But I'm not going to stand here, Nige, ever and have a go at them boys. We asked for maximum effort. We told them and reminded them, if we got a performance like we got against Cove at home and Galway United at home, we'd have a chance. And again, I thought to a T and to a man, the players were outstanding tonight. And again, we didn't sort of create that much in the second half. Pats were always going to come and be on the front foot and try and put us under more pressure. But we still had 3 or 4 opportunities where we could have got a second. Conceding a penalty a minute into the second half, again, basic mistake. But we wipe ourselves down and we just we get on with it and we look for the next game now.
Yeah, and coming up now with 2 difficult away trips, with Cove and Galway, 2 teams fighting at the top end of the league looking for promotion. For us now, is it a case of just seeing out the season positively?
It's not even a case of seeing out the season, Nigel. It's a case of trying to win it. There's 18 points to play for. And I've told the boys in there now, I want to win as many points as we can because I want to get up that table. They want to get up the table. We all do as a club. We want to get up the table. But, you look at Cove Ramblers. They finished bottom of the league last season. They only won 4 games all season. But yet they're in the playoffs positions this season. And with that, by adding 3 or 4 players that know the league, quality up front, some leadership. So again, it's no lost cause for us. This year we knew was a complete transitional year. And I'm not going to shy away from that. Yeah, we want to win more games. We should be winning more games. Our home record needs to be better. And now we've got a chance with 6 games to go for the boys to go and implement the way they've played tonight. Momentum, positivity, maximum effort, being on the front foot. And let's go and give it a right good go and see how many points we can take now.